Cozy games worth buying. There are so many incredible games out there, and today I am back with a list of more cozy games that I believe are worth buying, worth spending your money on, and worth playing. Because to be honest, there are a lot of games that aren't worth your money and aren't worth buying, but not on this list. No. They're all worth it. So let's jump right on in. The first one I'm going to talk about is a Tiny Sticker Tale. This game is so good. Why didn't I play it sooner? I'm obsessed. Why did no one tell me? I'm so upset that I did not play this one sooner. It released last October of 2023. The game feels so unique. It is a cute puzzle adventure game, and I'm pretty picky about puzzle games, but I absolutely adore this one with a passion. By the way. So as you play, you'll need to use sticker mode to take objects from the world to use to solve puzzles, engage in quests, and help the NPCs. You can add most objects from the world into your sticker book and then carry your stickers around with you, which is really cool. But you also have to use your brain cells to figure out how to reach certain areas of the map, whether it's taking a bridge sticker and putting it there, or watering a plant with your watering can sticker. You just have to figure things out. The game follows the sweet story about Flynn, who is a donkey, and his dad and his relationship with his dad, and it's very wholesome and sweet. And apparently you can beat the main story in about 2 hours. I've played this game like over 4 hours because I really like it and I don't want it to end. And so what I've done is I've just continued playing, and I've avoided some quests because I want to do them a certain way. I don't know. You have to play it. It's so good. It's a game that you are going to want to 100% achieve. At least I want to, because it's just so fun. I'm trying to collect every sticker to fill out my sticker collection, because there are stickers you can collect throughout the game. It's definitely the perfect mix of relaxation, but using a little bit of mind power. And I feel like it's just perfect game to play before bed, which is how I've been playing it. I do play it on Steam Deck. It's probably easier with mouse and keyboard, but it still works on Steam Deck. And yeah, and this game is $9.99. The next game is called Rutsapacha, and I know, you probably know me already, and I love this one. Anytime I get the chance to talk about this one, I'm talking about it, okay? So, Rutsapacha, it's one of my favorite farming sims, and it takes place in the Stone Age. It's a game that plays similarly to Stardew Valley, but it has its own uniqueness and its own ideas that make it stand alone as its own game. And I find the NPCs in this game, there are definitely way more than Stardew Valley, first of all, but I love their personalities, and my favorite romanceable character is Took. I'm obsessed with him, and I just love his cutscenes and his personality. So good. This game also has unique farming mechanics, the way they have the tools separate from the inventory and the seeds separate. It's so nice to play. It's just great. I wish every farming sim had a lot of the things that Rutsapacha has. The money making is different. You are in the Stone Age, so you're trying to contribute to the clan in different ways. And so your currency is a bit different, and it's a different structure. The mining is a giant puzzle that you solve, and that was really, really fun to do and figure out and experience for the first time when I played it for the first time. They don't have bundles like Stardew Valley has, or a lot of newer games have been adding in. Instead, they have ideas that you need to fulfill and different things you need to learn throughout the game. It basically helps you unlock more secrets. And yeah, they have also consistently updated this game. They don't update it like every week or anything, but when they do update it, they bring a lot of things that are super helpful to the game. They brought some things like children and having more children, customizing your child, all sorts of stuff like that. And I've done videos on their updates. So yeah, I am really happy to tell you to play Rutsapacha. Now, Rutsapacha is $24.99, so it is a bit pricier, but it is worth it, and I love it. The next game is Minami Lane, and this game was gifted to me. This is a new game. Minami Lane is a new release of 2024, and it's only $4.99. It is a game that is just so wholesome and so fun, and I really liked it. It's a casual management game, and I don't really usually like management games, so it was the perfect one for me, which is just how it's played in such a casual, relaxing way. I really, really liked it. I always found myself having fun trying to figure out how to solve the goals in each level. The art style of this game is super precious. The game is super affordable, and the gameplay is fun. Like, what else could you ask for, you know? There are levels with goals that you can complete, and then you complete the game. You can also play this game in a sandbox mode, and that's kind of nice, you know? So you can play sandbox mode and just be creative and relax without any objectives. If you want to do that, I haven't played it that way yet, but I really loved going through the missions and playing it that way. And I've gone back in and I've played the levels again, and I've played more again, and it's fine. And after a little while, you forget anyway. So it's really fun to play this game and be strategic with it, or just maybe try out the sandbox mode. So I feel like this game doesn't have tons of replayability, but it does have options for replayability. So for $4.99, Menominee Lane, amazing game that I totally recommend and is worth buying. Gourdlets, it's only on Steam right now, but it is an amazing game. This one was also gifted to me, and this game brings me so much joy. It is a game that I'm always wanting to play more, but I just don't have time right now. Gourdlets is also extremely affordable at $4.99, and it is a game that I just didn't expect to love as much as I did, just like Menominee Lane. It's an easygoing sandbox game where you just build a town for these cute little vegetable people who are called Gourdlets, and you can call them on the train, and more and more and more of them will join your little town, and they can interact with the town, and they can go on the Ferris wheel, they can go in the house, you can even decorate the inside of the houses. It's just awesome. There's no missions in this game. You just decorate to your heart's desire, and it's such a cute art style, and it's so pastel and beautiful. I love seeing what other people make in this game. It's just so good. You can also choose the weather and the season that you are creating in, so I love that as well. You can also customize your Gourdlets and add little hats on their little heads, and you can change the color of your Gourdlets, which is really, really cool. So Gourdlets, so worth it. I hope it comes to Nintendo Switch, but yeah, if you have a Steam account, you need to get this one. $4.99. Next game is also new this year, and it's called Duck Detective, and it is absolutely worth playing. This is a short game as well, but you're a duck detective. The humor, chef's kiss, we love. The gameplay is so fun, and this is an easy game to 100%. There was one achievement I didn't get throughout my gameplay, and I went back in and got it real quick and 100% completed it. That always feels really good. It feels good to play a short and sweet game every once in a while and to actually complete it, because there's so many games I don't finish, so I kind of love it. In this game, you are solving a mystery, and you are a duck detective, like I said. You're going to use clues from your findings along the way to get closer to solving the mystery, and basically you collect different words. You kind of try to figure out like what the story is in your detective journal by placing the right word or the right name in the right spot. Kind of like Beacon Pines a little bit, if you've ever played that. So it's really, really cool. This game is also fully voice acted, which adds immensely to the vibe of the game and gets the humor out so perfectly in this game. And this game took me about 3 hours to complete. It's a short experience, like I said, but it's a good one, and I definitely enjoy short games here and there. So this one doesn't have a ton of replayability, but it is such a good game, and Duck Detective is $9.99. Moonstone Island. I needed a chance to bring it up again, but I think it is totally worth buying. Moonstone Island is an incredible game, and it's a mix of creature collecting, card battling, farming, and exploration. And it has so many just amazing, I don't know, things in the game. Like, it takes its inspirations from so many good things, which I love, like Stardew Valley, Pokemon, Studio Ghibli. It's got everything. It's so cool. This game literally has something for everyone in its gameplay loop, and it can be played your way, from decorating to finding cute spirits and trying to collect them all. I feel like it's truly got everything in there. It even has romance. They've just added festivals to the game. It's a well-loved game, and it continues to get free updates and also paid DLC if you want to pay for more cosmetic items in the game and like get into decorating. I've talked about this game in the past in a full video that highlights like everything you need to know about the game, so definitely check that one out if you want me to go in more depth about Moonstone Island. I do that in that video, so check it out. And yeah, this game released last year and it is $19.99, and last time I checked it was on sale on Steam, so you better go check and get on that if you haven't played it yet. The next game is new and it's in early access. But if you buy any early access game, I recommend this one. This one is worth buying. It's Fields of Mystria, and it's so delightful. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. I hesitated on, do I want to play it in early access? Yeah, I do actually, because there's strawberry cows in it. It's Sailor Moon vibes. It's not Animal Crossing, but it does have Animal Crossing vibes actually in some of the, like in the fishing. Okay, let me tell you about it. So let me first tell you what caps in this game. Fields of Mystria is a farming sim, and in its current early access state, there's about 40 hours of quests and story. You are capped at 4 hearts with the NPCs, and the mines are capped at level 60 at this time. So that's kind of what the caps are on the game, and it should be getting updated pretty soon. But there is so much to do and so much to work towards in this farming sim. I find that they're doing the early access process really well in how they first launched it, so I'm curious to see how they continue, but right now there is a ton of stuff to do. So Fields of Mystria is a farming sim with Sailor Moon looking NPCs. They're like so cute and unique. It is highly inspired by Harvest Moon, and I love seeing those Easter eggs in the game. There's farming, ranching, mining, romancing, and loads more. I also want to add that this game excels at unifying all of those elements in the game. So it does have a lot of elements, but it like meshes them together well, which is so important. Like, you need to mine to do certain things. You feel inspired to ranch because there are all these cute, unique animals and types that you can get, different colors that you can breed, and you can get cows and you can get capybaras, you can get bunnies, you can get the cutest animals, and it's so cool. You need to help the town and fix it up and interact with the NPCs, and it's just really good. So if you are on the verge of picking this one up and you're hesitating, I don't know, I would pick it up. I would buy it. You're gonna be addicted to it. It's only $13.99 right now as well, which is amazing price. The next game is called Rakuen, and it is a game from like 2017 that I played earlier this year, and it is a bit older, and the controls, they might feel a little bit clunky depending what platform you played on, but this game is worth buying for the story alone. It is so heartwarming and so heart-wrenching at the same time. The game will make you feel really in tune with your inner child as well. That's how I felt when I played it. You play as a hospitalized boy who travels between the hospital and a fantasy world of his imagination, something him and his mom talk about and experience together, and it's so cool. Throughout the game, he is working to help his fellow patients to find closure, and throughout that journey, he finds closure himself. So I highly recommend this game. It is totally worth buying, even though it's a bit older. It's a really good experience if you like story-rich games and puzzle solving. It's super interesting. The next game is called Little Known Galaxy, and it released earlier this year on Steam, and I'm surprised that it didn't get more hype. Really cute art style, really cute NPCs, really cute story, and you play as the new captain in training on a spaceship where you will craft, farm, catch microbes instead of fish, travel to new planets, meet new folks, and invite them to your space shuttle. This game also includes marriage. It's unique because it's a farming sim in space, but it's also a linear type of game where you're following a storyline and you can complete that main story and kind of get a sense of closure from playing this game because you completed it. Now, I haven't completed it all the way yet, but I got really close to the end of this one. A lot of farming sims feel like they just go on forever and ever and ever. You can still get tons of gameplay out of this and tons of replayability after you complete the game. And this game is $19.99 and I've played about 42 hours so far. The next game is a story game that released earlier this year and it is called Until Then. It is absolutely worth buying if you can get it. I am in love with this game. It took me about 11 hours or so to complete the main story, but then somebody told me that you can continue playing even after that main story. As long as you hit continue playing, then more story will unfold and more things will happen and the game will change. So I thought that was so interesting and I definitely need to go back and I need to do that because I loved this game so much. It's definitely one of my favorites of this year. You play as Mark in this game and you interact with the world by walking, scrolling social media, texting, playing mini games, choosing dialogue for him and others, and so much more. This game has the most beautiful art style and such a heart-wrenching story that will probably make you cry, so just go in knowing that. It immerses you into the storylines and into the characters really well. I don't want to give too much away. This is one you just have to experience on your own, so I am telling you it's worth buying. Until Then is $19.99. I can't end this video without adding in a cozy yet chaotic game. We gotta have options, right? That is going to be Pizza Possum. This game is only $6.99 and it is so addicting and so fun. You play as a stealthy little possum who is trying to eat his way to this giant pizza, and if he eats that giant pizza, he gets a crown, and to be crowned king of the dogs or something, I don't know, because there are these police dogs that if they catch you eating the food, they'll chase you and they'll catch you and they'll get all their friends to chase you. Then you have to start over from the beginning and it's very repetitive. You just run around, try to get through the levels, try to get that pizza. I've played a lot of hours of this game. I love it so much and it is so fun and humorous and maybe even might make you rage a little bit, but you get better and better as you go, and there are elements that are added in that make the game a little easier for you as you go too, which is really nice. So don't underestimate this game. It is super fun. It's only $6.99 and I highly recommend it, especially for the price of the game. It's really good. And there you have it, 10 cozy games worth buying. Most of these games are fairly new, so check out this video to see a range of cozy games that are worth trying before you are buying any new games. So check that one out and hopefully I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!